Here's another grammar error that you might see in this section. Again, has to do with agreement, but it's about pronoun agreement. You have to make sure that your pronouns agree with the noun that they're standing in for. So let's check out number 31. Current mainstream agriculture does not factor the moon into their practices. So the concept might seem quaint or irrational. We look at there and we say that, okay, there is a plural pronoun. It's standing in for more than one person. And what you have to ask when you have a pronoun is, what is the noun this is standing in for? Whose practices are we referring to? We look earlier in the sentence and we see that we're talking about current mainstream agriculture. Notice, however, this is singular. It's one entity, right? It's agriculture as a whole. It's one thing. So we actually don't want to use plural here. There would be incorrect. Same thing with those. Those is not really referring to the agriculture per se, but we want a noun that refers to the agriculture. And those is a different kind of pronoun that's not going to work in this case. It's also plural, and we want something singular. It's, it apostrophe s, is not the right it's. This is it's that's short for it is, the contraction. And that's not what we want. We want the possessive form, which we find in D. Instead of there, we're going to go with its, which is singular, which matches with the agriculture, right? It's the agriculture's practices, so it's its practices. It's one thing. So we're going to go with D. Let's check out 38. The project enlists volunteers to transcribe the recipes. Working from our home computers, the volunteers type up the scanned handwritten recipes. We look at this one and say, wait a minute, our. Why suddenly is first person being thrown in here when it's the volunteers who are doing the work? Why would the volunteers be using our computers, and who is our anyway? Who's the we that we're talking about? So this pronoun really should agree with the volunteers. So it should be a pronoun that would replace volunteers, so third person and plural. So we look at the choices and C would do it, their. Working from their home computers, because we're referring to the volunteers. So we can get rid of A. D, ones is singular, so that's not good. And B is also singular. His or her is actually the singular form of this pronoun, even though it's got his and her in it, because it's connected with an or, it's actually singular. So we can get rid of B, and C is the best answer. To learn more about Reason Prep's SAT, SAT subject test, and ACT video courses, go to reasonprep.com/enroll, and you can find the link in the description below the video.